One thing about me, I love a bimbo. And no, I'm not talking about a little bear who peddles pastries and white bread. Although, how could you not love this little guy? I'm talking about real live bimbos. Plastic surgery required, not optional. Giant tits, enormous ass, big lips, the whole nine. It's just a niche of body modification that has always fascinated me because you simply can't look away. And it's such a bold way to embrace a feminine aesthetic. So when I first joined Twitter in 2021, yes, I was a late bloomer in more ways than one. The Claremont twins immediately caught my eye. I was like, who are these ladies? Because they're in every campaign. They look exactly the same. They're real life twins, which is also another fascination because that's just interesting, duh. And they've had the same exact plastic surgery procedures done, so they are still identical. At the time, I was seeing them in campaigns everywhere. Mugler and Yeezy, just off the top of my head. I think they worked with Diesel as well. So I was absolutely enthralled. I mean, it's artistic, the fact that they've committed to this lifestyle and are able to make a living off of being a bimbo. And I want you to know that I do not use that term in a derogatory way at all. I use it as a compliment because it takes a lot of time and resources and bodily stress to achieve that look, and I just really appreciate the effort that goes into it. I know plastic surgery is a complicated subject when it comes to women and body standards, but I kind of think that's another conversation, to be honest. Today I want to talk more about the Claremont twins and who they are. Also, I do want to mention that I wrote my script before I saw that Ready to Glare had made a video about them. She focused pretty solely on their controversy, which I will cover, but it's just one of those things. I know sometimes like YouTubers will talk about the same stuff. I really liked her video because the way she talked about bimbos, I was like, oh, I hope people don't think that I'm like stealing her content because I wrote out almost the exact same things about that. Anyway, Ready to Glare is a way bigger creator than I am on this platform, but just because somebody's a bigger creator doesn't mean you can steal content, and I just want to emphasize that that is not what's happening here. But I digress. This video will answer the question, who are the Claremont twins? What are they famous for? And most importantly, are you subscribed to my channel? If not, you should be. I've talked about a lot of topics on this channel, but I'm really having fun right now digging into commentary. So like this video if you enjoy, and check out my socials as well. So let's take it all the way back to the beginning. Self-described spoiled brats Shannon and Sinead Claremont were born March 21st, 1994 in Montclair, New Jersey to a Jamaican mom and a Haitian dad. So they, along with their 3 other siblings, are first-generation Americans. Like many first-gen kids, they attribute their work ethic and drive to that experience growing up in an immigrant home. Side note, their parents have been married for 38 years. The twins started modeling at 14 and kind of tried to break into the industry, landing opportunities such as being stand-ins for productions like Tyler Perry's House of Pain. But their big break wouldn't come until season 14 of Bad Girls Club.
My name is Shannon. I'm Sinead, and we're the Claremont twins. If you look up bad bitch in the dictionary, you'll find the Claremont twins. You'll find me and Shannon. 2 bad bitches. Right.
In preparation for this video, I watched a lot of clips from the show, but I didn't watch Bad Girls Club at the time, which I mentioned in my video I did about Winter Blanco regarding her veneer situation. The twins mainly grew up in Georgia, where they received full scholarships, but they decided to pursue fashion in New York City. Shannon went to the Fashion Institute of Technology, and Sinead went to Parsons School of Design. Outside of the modeling that I mentioned, they've also appeared in music videos: Same Damn Time and Real Sisters by Future, Gin and Drugs by Wiz Khalifa, and Good Form by Nicki Minaj. This is from their Wikipedia page, by the way. Like I mentioned, I saw them first on social media. That's the only way I knew them. It's so interesting when you see people that especially look like them, you kind of create like a voice in your head for how they sound and speak and interact with one another. I guess I was picturing that they would come off more as California, if that makes sense, because they definitely have a very LA vibe and look and approach. But I was shocked that in interviews and in Bad Girls Club, I think they actually come across as very real and authentic. I have a sister who's a year older, and so it was kind of heartwarming almost.
We go through things like everyone else.
But don't bite. Maybe we
do.
Just to see their sister dynamic and how they really do love each other so much maybe a little too much, but we'll get into that. It's just a specific sister way of communicating. One of the pieces of media I watched them in is an ID interview. And at one point, one of the twins actually said, "We're an artist," instead of "We're artists."
Something that we wish people knew about us that they don't. We really don't take anything seriously. Don't take anything seriously at all. At all. We're an artist, so we always like to create, do something different. We're just our own brand.
I think that's a perfect way to synthesize their relationship. They view each other as one. They cited Pamela Anderson as an inspiration, as well as the Barbie twins. I did not know who the Barbie twins were, so that was kind of a fun rabbit hole to jump down and explore. I definitely think that's an astute comparison, the Barbie twins, because they're also beautiful, identical twins who modeled and were just famous for, you know, appearing together. One of the Claremont twins, and I keep saying one of the because in the beginning of the interview it said like, oh, this is Shannon and Sinead, but they look and sound exactly alike, so I don't think they would mind. Anyway, one of them said, quote, "Being twins is such a special bond. We're like aliens." That's definitely how it seems. They're very much in their own little world. I know that's very common of twins. That twin connection is unbreakable for most twins, I would say. It seems. Okay, so what is this controversy that I've mentioned? Well, it's a couple things. One of the claims that I first kept seeing about them when I was following them on Twitter was that they've engaged in incest. So I was like, what the f? As far as that claim, I couldn't find anything definitive, and people talk a lot of shit on Twitter, but a lot of times it's just an exaggeration of the truth. So I still was like, okay, well, I want to get to the bottom of this. That's really weird. And it seems to me, and Ready to Glare came to the same conclusion, is the incest allegations come from their participation in certain photo shoots. So I'll point to this Terry Richardson photo, for example. Terry Richardson is a really shitty, disgusting person anyway, and I believe this photo was taken before that information was exposed about him. But yeah, I mean, this photo it's weird. I would never do that with my sister. Like, I think you also have to think of, what if that was a boy? Like, what if it was fraternal twins, right? Like, how would you feel about that? Pretty weird. So now the Claremont twins have their own, you know, agency of self and decision making, but a part of me is like, I bet you Terry, you know, told them to do that, and they're models, they're trying to get, you know, noticed. So I'm assuming they just went along with it. I don't know if they actually do crazy stuff with each other, inappropriate things, I guess. It's very clear in the videos that I've seen of them that they do find themselves to be very attractive and like the best ever.
And she feels like the three of us feel like we're better than everybody. Well, we are. I mean, I really feel like I'm the best. The other girls have insecurities and I think we're close to perfect, so I don't think there's anything wrong with us. I know, right? Who are you? Who are we? We are that bitch. No, you need to be like, who are you? Who are we? We are that bitch. Do that. Okay. Who are you? Who are we? We are that bitch. Okay. Okay.
Everyone's so obsessed with us because we're that bitch. We are that bitch.
I love the confidence. I guess I understand the idea of being attracted to someone who looks just like you, but that's your sister. There's no way to make that through line. It's just a no, obviously. But yeah, so very weird. Not really a boundary worth pushing, to be honest, in terms of artistic expression, I guess. I've seen other photos where they're just very much like all over each other. So yeah, that kind of covers that claim. The twins actually ended up getting kicked off of Bad Girls Club because they got into a physical altercation when their castmates ruined their belongings, including designer clothes and shoes and accessories, etc.
Y'all, you be kidding me? This paint better be washable. Otherwise, someone owe me $200,000. Really? No! You guys are disrespecting my. I will all y'all up.
Because of you guys threatening the other roommates and threatening the crew.
Right.
Like, you guys are off the show.
Of
so
course.
Give you your
Oh,
suitcases,
I
you
knew
guys
that.
can pack your things.
Absolutely.
And you guys will be going home.
Awesome.
Thank you.
The producers took the side of the girls who destroyed their belongings, so the Claremont twins sued Bad Girls Club, and they actually won. And I totally think that they should have won. I was shocked at how these people ruined their shit. Like, it was pretty egregious, but it's not called Bad Girls Club for no reason. If somebody did that to tens of thousands of dollars of my shit, not that I own tens of thousands of dollars of things, but you know what I'm saying, I would also beat their ass. So, now they're back in that universe and are appearing on Baddies Caribbean. The most damning evidence against the Claremont twins, or I guess Sinead specifically, is that Sinead's sugar daddy passed away from an overdose. So Sinead took his card and basically committed fraud. She stole his debit card information just hours before he was found. So it didn't look good. She used the account to send herself $1,000 through Western Union, the scam website, also signing up for a beastie site, gaybeast.com, which features, of course, beastie porn between men and animals. So that is a cancelable offense for sure. Not to sound like a criminal, but it's like it's fraud, okay, you know, it's not great, but looking at a beastie site that's perverse in a way that just goes beyond what I can imagine. I don't think anybody should even go there. Obviously, that's not a controversial thought. Sinead was charged with fraud and identity theft and spent a year in prison in 2019. I do think it's worth mentioning that she was not suspected to be involved in the death of her sugar daddy at all. So with the beast site, it was connected to this situation because she used the same fake email to sign up for those sites. Just want to make that clear. They do mention that she responded to an ad for a sex worker, and I think that's completely irrelevant. If Sinead and Shannon do sex work, I literally could care less. I don't think that has anything to do with the controversy, and it kind of bothers me that it's tied into this whole situation. Like, I understand reporting it as news, but I don't think that really says anything about them, if you know what I mean. Like, I just think it's irrelevant. Despite the controversy surrounding the Claremont twins, they still have huge careers, it seems like. Like I said, they've appeared on Baddies just this year. That is all the tea, all the information on the Claremont twins that I know of. It does bother me that while I'm doing this research, a lot of people say that they're botched and insult their looks and decisions and things. And personally, I think their plastic surgery looks pretty good. Like, I think they look great for the look that they're going for. I think they totally nailed it. It looks great on TV and in photos. Who knows what it looks like in real life? You know, plastic surgery, I think, always looks very different in person. But again, that's just besides the point. So I feel like commenting on their appearance when they're being accused of things like incest and bestiality is like, that's like, why even bring that up? Like, let's focus on the actual issues instead of using it as a ramp to attack their physicality. From what I'm seeing, like, it looks like they've always been confident in their appearance and who they are as people, and going the route that they did in terms of bimbofication, if you will, seems like a very strategic move that they both wanted and had full agency in terms of that choice. They know they're very beautiful. They've always been beautiful, and their new look just makes them stand out in a different way. So we will definitely be seeing the Claremont twins for a long time, I bet, in campaigns, on TV. We'll see if these allegations catch up to them in a real way. I don't know. I think they got away scot-free with this one. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and come back for more. Check out my other videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.